What up, though? It's your boy Big Snoop DL Double J. Oh my God. Gotta give a shout out to
DJ
Magic's. You can hit him up on his Instagram. It's Magic's the Man at MAGIXTHEMAN.
All right, this is the Outside the Box podcast. We bring on celebrities, we bring on entrepreneurs, different people making strides within the community. And today we have on Lena G. She is a rising star. We're doing different partnerships in varying levels. Like, we got her slated to perform at the NBA halftime performance with the Clippers. She's also doing stuff in TV and reality shows with Now That's TV, South Central Baddies. Lena G, for those that don't know who you are or aren't familiar with you, can you tell me a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
Hey, y'all. So I'm Lena G. I'm originally from Atlanta. I live in LA now. I am a female rap artist. I've been in the game for about, I'd say 3 years consistent. So yeah, that's just what I've been doing lately. Just working on music, videos, photo shoots, just branding myself, and getting out there in front of the world so they can know who I am.
Yes, that is awesome. Can we talk a little bit about your music background? Like, where did the inspiration to start rapping come from? Like, was it family? Was it friends? Was it just like seeing it in media? Like, where did that inspiration come from?
Well, music always has been like a big part of my life, big part of me. I remember listening to old school music with my grandma, listening to the old school with my mom, or not old, it's old school now, but then it was current. But the Ashantis, the Destiny's Child, the Brandy's, that era. And what actually got me into rapping was because I was kind of surrounded by the music. My friends were producers, engineers. I have friends that rapped as well, and I was always around them in the studio. So I was like, one day, I'm like, let me see if I could rap. Like, I'm always in the studio with you guys. Let me see if I could rap and do something. So we got into the booth one day and made a song, and it was up from there.
Absolutely. So essentially, most people, especially in the black households, we grew up listening to oldies, whether it was like the Marvin Gaye, Temptations, Shy Lights, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was all that.
Right.
Yeah. So we basically, we had that inspiration, that influence. So our households were very musical. That's really awesome. So let me ask you this, as far as inspiration on a musical level, because like today, it seems like it's like a women's venture. There's so many different black women that are taking the forefront in rap. You got Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Lola Brooke, just so many of them. Like, does that give you that much more inspiration to pursue what you're doing?
Of course. It definitely gives me the inspiration, motivation, because I can see clearly it's being done, and it seems like they're supporting the women more now in the rap industry, because it's a male-dominated industry. So it seems like right now they're supporting the females in the rap game. So yes, it's definitely pushing me more and faster too, so while this wave is on, because who knows, it might die down again. So while the wave is up on the female rappers, I want, to get in there.
Exactly. Get your foot in the door while it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as your content is concerned, what is the motivating factor behind the content, and maybe inspirationally some of the stories and different things that you're sharing? You got a really dope single out right now, and like, can you kind of unpack that, talk about that a little bit? Like, what is that song about for your listeners?
It's about, just being more confident in yourself, the boss mentality, doing things on your own, independent, and yeah, just finding the strength in yourself, finding the strength to do what you want to do in life. So just to give you that motivation that I can do it, and if I put my mind to it, I can do it.
Absolutely. So you're venturing into this music, and it's already happening for you. It's really big things that are coming your way, and you also have this TV side. So let's pivot to that and talk about that a little bit. How did you get discovered by Now That's TV, and you're a star in South Central Baddies? Like, talk about that a little bit.
So they actually reached out to me. I guess a couple people dropped out, so they reached out before filming started and asked me to join on the show. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, really, I mean, just kind of talk a little bit about how has your world changed since you've been featured on, like, Now That's TV and South Central Baddies? Because, like, crazy enough, Cardi B reposted and is talking about the show. Like, how's your life changed from being on this TV show?
Right. Okay, well, yeah, I definitely got a lot of opportunities. I have a performance coming up for the Clippers, March 18th. So doors have been opening up. I have opportunity to go on the news as well to talk about my platform and the things I have going on. So it definitely opened up a lot of doors for me. Being on that platform and being seen and having my face out there has definitely opened up doors for me.
That's awesome. Definitely a star in the making. So even if we kind of consider this, because, you know, most artists, they're like, all right, I want to get the money from the streams. All right, I want to get the money from the merchandise, XYZ. But talking more about, like, some of the industrious ventures that you're creating, talk about beauty market a little bit and your background in doing glam and nails for young ladies across the U.S. Like, how is that impactful to create a marketplace that people can order nails on demand as fast as an Uber? Like, what's up with that?
So, yes, I'm a nail technician. I've been a nail technician for about 3 years now. The first year I was in business, I got my own salon, and I had a couple employees as well. And I did that for 2 years. Now I'm trying to transition into my music, so I kind of slowed down on the nail business side, but I still want to keep it going as far as the app, what you were talking about. So I'm trying to create an app that basically you could go on there and book a nail technician, lash technician, hairstylist, anything in the beauty industry. And you can go on that app and book. You can see all the different stylists and the locations and their prices. And you can go on there and book who you like in the days you want and the time, and they'll come to you.
Incredible. That is so forward thinking. I mean, you know, most artists, they're just focused on the music, you know, maybe a performance, but getting into the tech realm, it's almost like it connects, you know, as far as, like, you know, when you want to listen to music, where do you got to go? You got to go to the Apple Music app, you got to go to SoundCloud app, you got to go to Spotify app,
exactly.
Tidal app, whatever. Yeah, so it's kind of like just common sense that an artist should want to think about moving into the tech realm. And who knows, man, it's a big bag. Possibly IPOing to a multi-million-dollar valuation. That's incredible. So kind of going back to the music, I know you got this really great single and it's being well received by people. People are sharing it all over social media. That's kind of how I found out about you. What do you got coming next as far as, like, an EP? Do we got an album in the works? Like, what are we doing? Because I know I want to say you're working with a Grammy-nominated producer on possibly an EP. Is that correct?
Yes. I have a EP coming soon. I don't have a date for it yet, but I'm definitely working on it now. I'm working on it with Green. He's a Grammy-nominated producer. He's very awesome. So, yes, I look forward to this EP dropping soon.
Incredible. Let's kind of unpack your music a little bit. You know, I feel like, you know, there's elements of things that can relate to people, but also there's possibly, like, the women empowerment ideation, like, within the music. Can we talk about that a little bit? Like, why is it important to see more women figures put to the forefront of the rap game?
I think it is important to show, like I said, because it's a male-dominated industry, I think it's important to show that women are just as strong and can do the same thing as well, and not be sexualized for it. I don't think we have to be sexualized just to be, you know, considered on the same level as in male artists. You know, I think we should get the same respect. So I just think it's important to show our talent as well, that we can spit bars too, like these guys out here, you know, sing like Chris Brown and dance too, you know. I think it's just important to show that we have talent as well, and to support one another and women that's also in the industry. I think that's important too, to show that there's no jealousy and there's no hate, and that there's room for everybody. And if we all support each other, we all will make it.
Absolutely. And next month, actually, for March, is Women's History Month. Is there anything you're slated to drop for that specifically that kind of honors different women and whatnot? Like, do you got anything in mind for that?
Definitely. I tried to do something for Black History Month, but I got real tied up this month with my schedule. So yes, I'm definitely going to work on a women's empowerment. song for next month.
Absolutely. That is so awesome. So aside from that and the tape dropping, we're talking about the Clippers halftime situation. We're talking about your new singles coming out. Can we expect to see any kind of like merch from that as well? Like, you know, what do you got coming for that? Like, cause you know, your style is on point, I should say.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Definitely. Gonna have some merch, some hoodies, sweatpants, crop tops, anything you could think. Socks. I love socks. I have a whole full drawer full of socks. So yes, shoestring, anything you could think of, definitely gonna get on the merch.
Absolutely. We're on here with Lena G, you guys. For those that you don't know, you're coming in Outside the Box podcast exclusively on iHeartRadio. Lena, go ahead and give the people where they can follow you, where they can connect with you and contact you directly.
You guys can follow me on Instagram at That Girl Lena with an extra A on the end, Lenaa, That Girl Lena, and you can follow me on Twitter at Lena the G. That's LenaThag. And all my music is on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, YouTube. So go check me out, Lena G.
You guys heard it there. DJ Magix and Lena G. Magic's the Man. Outside the Box podcast exclusively on iHeartRadio. MAGIXTHEMAN. Back at you again with some more information. And we out.